Hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So God is letting me know that there are some people, actually, a few different individuals that have lost their jobs. I was at one facility earlier this afternoon, and one of the girls that works in the department of this hotel let me know that she had put in her 2 weeks and that she was heading out. Like, she was, gone. She was going back to her business. She owned a business in the area, right down the street. And she was just working at this job. I don't know why, but she was working at this job right down the street, and from her business. And she said she was going to go work on that. She was going to go do that. And I was happy to hear her say that she was going to go back to her business and focus on that instead of working for another company. And obviously the deal was she wasn't happy. If she was happy in that position, then she would stay, because she got in that position for a reason, right? She got the job for a reason, whatever the reason was. You know what I'm saying? So for her to put in her 2 weeks and basically say that she's done, that just told me a lot. She wanted to be free. She wanted to be free. And there are a lot of people that want to be free from current bullshit that they're a part of. A business, an organization, whatever. They want to be free from that. And the reason why they want to be free from that is because possibly the toxicity that is engaged, or they have to engage in, or they have to deal with, and or they have to be associate themselves with. They're just tired of the BS. They're tired of the games. They're tired of being in environments that they're not comfortable in. Those are some individuals. Let me talk to you about the other ones, though. And this is what God let me know. What He made me aware of just now. There are people that are going to be losing their positions of power. They're going to be losing their positions of power. They're going to lose their jobs. It's not just losing a position of power anymore. No, they're going to lose their jobs. No more career. No more job. So, let's say they were in a career where they were being a bully. They were being a tyrant. They're going to lose that position. Then what do they have? And then that position that they had where they were a bully and they were a tyrant, they affected so many lives. They hurt a lot of people. They affected a lot of people's lives, livelihoods, affected their mental, their health even. He's fucked. They're fucked. And I said he because I'm thinking of one person in particular. They're fucked. God just said I can say that. Emphatically, I just heard. Because these are people that are going to be going back into environments where they do not have any kind of friends. They were a tyrant and bully to a lot of them. I just heard that song, I get by with a little help from my friends. Not some of these people, no. And what I was alerted to earlier via a YouTube content creator, and I needed to hear it. She said, it will be God that will put you in the situations that you need to be in. It will be God that will give you those things that you need, that you desire. Not man, not your friends. Because it's those same friends that will turn against you. But God won't. It will be the friends that you look to or that you look for to help. That will disown you, talk dirty about you, put you down when you need help, right? Real talk. There are some individuals that do not get it, do not understand that, like, really what you do to other people will come back and bite you in the ass. I just finished a few nights stay at this hotel that I was staying at for a while, off and on, and God had me to do a review on this company, a major review on this company. And the reason why he wanted me to do this major review on this company was because they were engaged in some fucked up shit. And God will put you in environments, places, and spaces for you to be a lesson to people. A lesson, a test to people. Because they have engaged in toxic behaviors with so many different individuals. They have hurt and affected a lot of individuals. And I know that's why God put me in that career position for as long as I was in it for. Because there were a lot of people that were engaged in some wicked behaviors, some wickedness. I just heard again, they're fucked. I just heard again, they are fucked. I just heard, I tried to show him. I tried to tell him. I tried to show him. He gave you the word. He gave, oh my God. He said, give him to a straight, no filter, Josie. No chaser. No filter. He said, no filter. No filter, no chaser. Give it to him, Josie. Look. He gave you all the Bible. He gave you his word. He gave you intuition, which is God-given intuition. He gave you examples, stories in the Bible of people that have engaged or have encountered many different situations as examples for you on how to live and how not to live. He gave you all the tools that you needed. And then I read the other day, it was a post on a video on a content creator that said there are people that are seeing that the 7 deadly sins as goals, things to accomplish, like a checklist of things to engage in, like it's a game, like it's a fun game to play. Oh, he got some. Oh, he's got something for you. Okay, he told me to say he's got something for that ass. He's got something for that ass. He just said, oh, goodness gracious. He said he got something for that ass. He said, y'all play too much. Ooh. And then he said, a lot of y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb stupid with it. That's why I just heard dumb stupid with it. He gave you all these tools. He gave you these stories and whatnot. And y'all use the scripture. And y'all big up scripture, right? But y'all aren't on that. You're on some bullshit. You're on some bullshit. He just said it's going to be a punch to the gut. It's going to be a punch in the gut for a lot of people. Their actions, their behaviors, it's going to be a punch in the gut when that karma comes in. That karma going to come back so strong. I just heard it. That karma is going to come back so strong. That judgment's going to come back so strong. The karma and the judgment. And here's the part. Here's the part that I don't think y'all get. a lot of people have made themselves judges, and they have made themselves to be gods in the eyes of other people. Didn't God say, do not serve false idols? There should be no other gods before me. Y'all have made gods of other humans, other human beings. You have put other people in a godlike position based on spell work. So basically, they got y'all caught up because of spell work, manipulation, lies. And because they were able to manipulate and lie and use spell work, you saw them as a god. And you put them before the real, true God and his children. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. He said y'all did some nasty work. Y'all engaged in some nasty behavior, some nasty work. And I'm seeing the word vulgar. And then I just saw the album cover from Pantera. And I just heard vulgar display of power. It was a vulgar display of lies. A vulgar display of lies, a vulgar display of power. And it's going to be a gut punch. The judgment that is the true judgment. The true judgment. Honk of the horn. There you go. The true judgment that is coming upon you. As well as the karma. But here's the deal. That judgment that comes from God. I just saw the scene from Love Jones where he says it's a motherfucker. When that Love Jones comes down, he said it's a motherfucker. When that judgment comes down, it's gonna be a motherfucker. Okay. Y'all are not gonna have any motion. I just saw a transmission shot. And God has said all the motion's gonna stop in these people's lives. So these people that have had positions of power, authority, they've been seen and are viewed as a god by other people. They've been behaving in wild, toxic manners. Their motion's going to stop. Done. Stop. Over. Finito. No more motion. I need to put this on. There's no cards here, sweetheart. There's no tarot cards here. I don't do that here. I don't do tarot cards here. No. This is a direct message. He said, well, y'all fucked up. Were y'all really messed up? Were y'all really fucked up? Was when you went back and hurt the same people that you already negatively affected and hurt and lied on and judged and persecuted and crucified. Y'all messed up when you went back and started attacking those same people again, over again, that you already attacked, you already lied on, trying to put the blame on them for new shit that y'all have gotten involved in. Trying to blame. Okay, got it. Okay, so you have people that will try to put the blame on other people as to why they did things or why they engaged in certain behaviors or why this or why they, because they see it as being easy. So for instance, okay, if you were let go from a position or fired from a job, right? Or you were kicked out of some group or whatever, right? You're no longer in the mix. You're no longer around those individuals. So the person that manipulated you getting fired or told lies about you, told lies about you, disparage your character, set up different scenarios to make you look bad. Okay, so you're no longer there. You've already been like kicked out. You've been fired. You've been let go, right? You've been terminated based off of this manipulation and lies, right? So you're no longer in the mix. You're no longer around a lot of these people. So they will use your name as a reason or an excuse as to why things are going bad or why things are happening. And people are like, well, that person's no longer around. That person's not around. What are you talking about? How are you blaming someone that hasn't been around for, 6 months, a year, 2 years? You're still blaming this person after they've been gone. So for instance, for me, my job, my former career, right? I was lied on, I was tricked, I was set up, I was disparaged, all that crap, right? So let's say there are people that did the shit, manipulating things, and they're still engaging in that same toxic, wicked behavior, right? And they're doing it to other people. Like, you can't blame somebody when they're not even around. You can't put the blame on something that they were doing that. And all their emotion is going to stop. Anybody that showed them favors, anybody that was on their team, anybody that helped them, anybody that they had any kind of camaraderie with, that's over, and it's over and done, but the heartache lives on inside. Boom. I heard that song yesterday, and I was thinking about that song this morning. I was singing it all this morning. It's just emotions taking me over. People are emotional. People are angry. People are pissed because they believed the lies, and they're fucked. They're fucked. Okay, God just told me to wrap this up. They're trying to repair. I just saw a repair sign. They're trying to repair the damage that they've done, and they can't repair. They can't repair it. I talked earlier on the video where I was telling you that there are people that were trying to get back in my good graces or trying to get around me or whatnot, and it wasn't working. Because God's not allowing it. They have to face the judgment from God that they're going through, that they're dealing with now. They have to face it. There's no getting around it. There's no getting around it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to end it on. God just said, it's really messed up that people will use you and or blame you, right? They'll blame you for all different types of stuff that you didn't do, and then want to come back around you and get in your good graces to try to get the karma and or the judgment off of them and on to you. So basically trying to come back around to attach themselves to you so that you will have to face or deal with the judgment that they're dealing with. And God said, I don't think so. God said, I don't think so. Once again, they're fucked. They're fucked. And they're angry because there's nothing that they can do about it. Gotta go. Bye.